Okay. We figured it out. It took me a while. I figured it out. Now it's on this side, which I prefer a lot better. Um, but let me check if my volume's up. I still can't hear anything. Wonder why I can't hear anything. Pretty sure you guys can hear this though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear that, but I can't hear anything. Oh man, this is confusing. I'm not really good at the computers either, so I might just take off the hang on. Okay. After after probably 20 minutes, I figured everything out. So now I can hear. I got my catfish over here. We're ready to go. So but yeah, we're gonna play this fishing server. This is what I call it personally. Um I personally really like this game. I really enjoy it. It's very how can I say it? It's more like an addiction, It's just like you have that certain like you know when you're fiending out and then you're like, man, I really want to play that fucking game, or you want to do some other fucking shit. This is exactly how I feel in this game. Like I'll always come back to this game for some fucking reason. Um so last night I caught a cobia. This is probably my first cobia. We also got a war netting. I didn't know that PvP shards actually drop randomly. I didn't know that. So we're gonna put that in our storage. And put this in our storage. So we have four salty shards. I really want to get enough for a chest piece. So if we have four, let me see, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one. We need another 4. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We need another 4 to even get the chest piece. I really want the chest piece, and I really, really, really hope that I get a good quality in it, because when let me go to my crew island real quick. Let me show you some fucking bullshit, guys. I don't know if you guys ever if there's any way to get better um any better quality. Where's my there it is. So I don't know if this caught any fish or not. Oh, look at that. That is nice. That is actually really cool. How do I empty trap, back, close trap, empty trap? You cannot claim while your trap is broken. Oh, that sucks. Alright, let's fix that real quick. Storage, empty. Sweet. Not sure what we do with these. Not sure exactly what we can do with these. Rare trap fish. Can we sell them? I'm guessing we can sell them. Common, dung sea cucumber. We have those at the beach. Just normal sea cucumbers though. They're like little fucking slugs. They're pretty cool looking. This is what I got for now. Get them pond shards. This is a broken fish that I have. I cannot sell this fish for the life of me. Like, I'll show you guys. If it works right now, it would be fucking crazy. Let me go over here real quick. Now, I don't know if the ranks are really worth buying. Yeah, I remember people saying they are, but I don't know. You see? Look at that. That's fucking crazy, huh? I can't sell it for some fucking reason. So oh wait, I want to know if we can sell all this other stuff. Let me see. Okay, there you go. It's okay. I mean, I wish we can get a little bit better, but I think a little bit by a little bit we can start upgrading everything. I really don't know where the rest of the ruins are. So let me go back to my island real quick. Crew, go. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna need that either way. So we have a few more fish to catch. What is this? Legendary shard, rare shard, location shard. So can anybody tell me what this is and what it's for? I don't think I can really make anything out of this. Yeah, I don't think I can. I can see what actually, hang on. I think I can. Okay, yeah, we can. Okay, let me see. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Holy shit. Global luck scale. This is but this is if you get 100% quality on it though. Wow. What else is there? River. I don't really like this place. I'm gonna be honest. It's one of my least favorite. The oil. I had like 5 of these stupid shards, but I sold them. I think I have 1 left. No, I don't got any left. Let me check. I think it'll be a good time to dump all this in here. Oh yeah. Dude, I totally lost my train of thought. Where is it? Look at this. God, that's just horrible. You know, it's just really bad. So I'm not sure if you can somehow upgrade them to be better or do something so you can get a higher quality. I don't know. I really don't know. I got a toucan though. This one's pretty cracked, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's okay. I don't know why you need fall damage protection though. I think that's good for now. Well, I'm pretty happy that my trap is working. I didn't think it would work because this entire time I thought I couldn't because of this area right here. And I thought it would like turn green or something when it told me I'm far enough, but no, it didn't. And we're catching fish, and I think that's all that really matters. So, and okay, so right now we have to get to level. I really want to make it to level 40 here in a bit. I really want to. That would be nice. This is the new area. I think they just released too. Mediterranean Sea. I really wish they added like the Mariana Trench area. I forgot where that's at. Well, that'd be pretty cool. So let's go over here. Oh, that's right. I'm not. That's right. I have to. Where is it? There it is. Go to spawn. Go to Jimmy Wade. God, I love it, man. Man, Jeremy Wade's my hero, man. I'm not gonna lie. Number 1 fan. Oh, fuck. Alright. So, I think when it comes to actual fishing, it's a lot more about patience and sometimes technique. For example, fly fishing, right? You really want to get good enough for you for yourself to glide like on top of the water and have the faintest drop on the water so it doesn't spook the trap, or like steelhead or anything that's really where you're really targeting, you know. Pretty big? Nope. Not that heavy. It's okay. It's an okay one for juvenile. I mean, they get bigger. So I'm hoping we can get something pretty good. Oh, here we go. But yeah, I mean, I think, oof, Christ, I think when it comes to fishing, I think it's a lot about technique, and sometimes it's even about passing on information. Like to certain spots or certain. There you go. We got a new one. A permit. It's baby though. Nature lonely. Huh. Okay. No, I still haven't caught my trophy fish yet. Kind of sad about that. Maybe I would have hooked onto one, but I don't think I've caught him. But yeah, I think when it really comes to fishing, I think it really comes down to technique. Basically, almost studying. If you really if you just go and just fish, drop your line just randomly, it's usually and most of the time it just doesn't really work. For example, for me, I have a journal that I have, and I write down and I draw certain spots on the beach or certain spots on the lagoon where they hit harder or where they could be certain sandbars that only show up when the tide's super low, and when the tide's really high, there's a ton of stingrays there, or like halibut or flounder or snook. So I think, oh crap, and some people call them, I think they call them snook, and it's really interesting because when you start learning about this, you can see for yourself and how much better you have gotten with fishing, right? You've learned the fish's almost behavior, where they go, where they like to eat, For me, it took me years to figure all this out. Years, and I'm pretty sure I haven't even scratched the surface of it, But I catch decent sized fish, like I think like if anybody really wants to ask me questions, I'll be look at that, that's huge. Oh my god, that's huge. Gotta put that in my storage. Hang on, guys. Wait, tell me about if ranks are worth it. I might just buy one. Maybe though. But oh man, what was I talking about? But yeah, it really, like, even for me, it's a really big hurdle to pass. Because within that hurdle, you're really thinking, oh, should I even be fishing? Oh, this is just a waste of time, money. But all that really pays off later on. It's like a game. It's exactly like a game. You had to go through the tutorial for you to get to the good part, and it's stupid, but it's just how it is, But there's also people that could be close to you, family that already has that type of tradition, So it's not as hard that it would be then to just start off from fresh, basically, no support. You just kind of learn everything on your own. But but yeah, if you guys need any like questions about anything, fishing related, hopefully I would know about it, and if I don't, then I get to learn a little bit more and I can study on it a little bit more. For example, it took me forever to catch a corbina. Corvinas are really, they're the best way I can describe them. They're like trout. They're really finicky. Like a wild trout, they're really finicky. And normal trout as well, like a farm trout. Well, I call them farm trout because they're born in almost like a nursery. I forget what they're called, like a hatchery, basically. They raise them, and it's not. It could be the same, but it's not always the same compared to a normal wild trout. The trout's eyes are really, really, really really precise. They can see your line under the water. But there's also some that are just like, for example, um for example, farm trout. Farm trout don't really think about it. They just eat whatever that's in front of them because it's just how they were raised. They were just raised in a big pool and fed, and then when they got all fat and grown up, they take them to lakes. They have some trophy trout they keep there for a while, but certain trout, they don't get caught immediately when they are. Oh, these. God, man, these are. Oh, this one's pretty good. Look at that. The rest of these are kind of dinks. But the rest of them, the ones that don't really get caught in the beginning when they first. Oh, what is it? They stock the lakes. They really get to learn everything. It's like there's a bluegill, for example. There's a bluegill, a really huge bluegill. This thing was probably a solid maybe 2 pound, 1 pound and a half. This thing was pretty chunky, and I was looking at him at his bed, and I was trying to get him and trying to get him. Finally, I finally able to get him. I was finally able to hook, get a nice hook set, but he comes off. As I try to put in like a worm, a night crawler, or anything like that, he wouldn't go for it. He wouldn't. I come back the next day. He doesn't go for it. I go back the third day just to catch this stupid little thing. He does not go for it. And then by that time, spawning has already ended. So he's gone. Maybe somebody already caught him. But most of the time, those type of fish don't really fall for the same trick twice. And it's frustrating. And stuff like that. But back to Corbina are almost exactly like trout, very finicky. Anything that splashes around them by like a 5-yard to 10-yard radius, they freak out. They completely freak out, and and it's really, really, it's really challenging at first because you see them coming straight into the straight into the shore. You see them as the waves come up the sand, and you can see their fins just breaching right through the water trying to eat the sand crabs. I'm gonna show you guys a photo right now. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'll show you guys right now. So Corbina swimming to shore. Okay, so here, hang on, not videos. Here we go. This is the best way I can describe it. Let me see if there's a better photo of this. Where's a good photo? Korean. Okay, yeah, I think the best way. So, the best way I can describe this to you guys is that they come up right around here and they eat all the sand crabs, and then when the tide comes back down, or the the water goes in, um, they rush back into deeper water, and then when the waves come back in, they come up. That's that's exactly what they do. But what I figured out is that even when, let's say the Corbino's right here, without this guy fishing, let's say that the Corbino's right here. If I hit anywhere near him within this general area, he'll get spooked. He'll instantly get spooked. So what I figured out is that when the water goes in again, I would put the sand crab right on the sand, because I know, okay, that's where he's gonna go. So I put it right there, and when the water comes back up, he crushes it. But as well, you see how this guy's using kind of a, not even a medium, kind of a medium light, maybe a light rod. Nice thin line, because of the fact that they're finicky. They're very finicky, and they can see you too. And I think that's really the best way I can describe it to you guys. And me personally, I don't like circle hooks when I go fishing. I think maybe it's just my personal experiences with circle hooks. They weren't the best. And they're just not it for me. I lost my biggest stingray. Oh, there you go, guys. Look at this. We finally get to open this. Hopefully it's something good. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Let's open up some crates. But I have really bad experiences with circle hooks. They're just, for me, they're not the greatest. For some people, it's God's given gift. But for me, man, it just doesn't work out. It's really not the greatest. But the reason why I say that is because I lost my biggest bat ray on a circle hook, and it wasn't hooked all the way. And yeah, there's gonna be people that say, "Oh, you don't set the hook." I didn't set the hook. That's the point of circle hooks. The point of circle hooks is for them to be in the fish's mouth, and it kind of just jabs right into their side of their mouth, or in the corner of their mouth. But it didn't do that. And it was really depressing for me. So it was very. I don't personally. Look at that! Holy shit! We got a tarpon. It didn't fight like a tarpon though. I thought it'd be way harder. Okay. Do I have this on? Yeah. But it's very interesting, because some people don't like certain hooks. Like for me, my favorite hooks are octopus hooks. I think, yeah, I think they're octopus hooks. They're almost like a circle hook, but they're just a little bit different. Let me search it out for you guys. I think if I show you guys what I'm talking about, I feel like you guys would understand. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so octopus hooks, octopus hooks. These are octopus hook. Yeah, they're kind of like a circle hook, kind of. But the thing is that you can set the hooks on these. And me personally, these are my favorite hooks. These are probably the best hooks you can possibly get. Like these, right? Circle hooks. they're okay. I don't like circle hooks, but octopus hooks are way better because you can work them as a J hook. If you guys don't know what that is, if people that don't know anything about fishing, this is a regular J hook. Okay, this is your standard hook that you can possibly think of, right there, J hooks. Okay, like for this one's for bait. Okay, so you put it right. What the fuck? You put it right through it, and then these little barbs right here actually make your bait stay there. So it's very very. It's really optional on what you want to use. For some people, it's not the funnest. Some people really like them. Some people don't like them. Some people do like them. But me personally, I don't. I don't really like them. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to toss this over here. There you go. There you go. So it's very. It's oh shit! I didn't even realize that we had another. Did we already get this? I'm not sure. But it really depends on what exactly you want. You know, you have to just test things out. You just have to go there for yourself. You know, if you want to go finding for bait, like you don't want to buy bait, then go look for bait. Okay, there's always bait at the beach. There's always bait. There's bait everywhere. You just have to do your research. You don't have to spend money to get any of this. Maybe if you have ghost shrimp, look at that. Holy moly. Holy moly. That was pretty nice. Sweet. We got a PB. Real nice. But you have to go in there and figure it out yourself. For example, I think the only thing you would have to buy money for are if you go get ghost shrimp. Okay, ghost shrimp is also a really good bait. For example, if you have a kayak or a really nice kayak, you can go to the harbor, and you can go right along the big is this one a nice one? It's okay. You can go right next to these pillars and drop your ghost shrimp. Some fish will crush those things, depending on what it is, So it's really that you have to go out there and learn, And I think some of the, my least favorite type of fishing would probably be, I don't know, man. I don't think I have one. I haven't figured one out yet. Oh, fishing at piers. I don't like fishing at piers. As much as you can catch a lot, there's certain piers that they don't have anything, and it doesn't really come down to skill, luck. It comes down just to pure luck, or bait, skill and bait, right time, right place, right, it's just, I don't know. I just don't like piers, I don't either like the people. Oh, that was, look at that, 21 pounds. That's money. It just doesn't really work with me that well. There's also oh, there you go. Hang on. But yeah, I mean, if there's some of you guys have never gone fishing before, try it. Search up a few YouTube videos. There you go. Look at that. Sweet. Search up a few YouTube videos, man. Check it out. Like for me, halibut fishing is the hardest. For some people it's easy, but for me it's the hardest thing to catch. And I'm trying to work on it, because I want to get better. I really do. Was that a good one? No. Damn, that's really small. But you just have to go out there, man. You just gotta figure it out all yourself sometimes. There's always YouTubers. Oh man, there's always YouTubers that's gonna show you stuff. And I think like bass fishing. Bass fishing it's okay. It's great. Matter of fact, it's great, but it's not for exactly everybody. For me, bass fishing is just something I just do on my free time. It's just I don't find it exciting as much. It's like, oh, I got one. But for me, I think it's mainly because I mainly fished at the beach my entire life. And I fought things a lot bigger than those bass. But it's still fun to catch them. There's nothing wrong with bass. My preferred way to catch them is just with crawdads. The little soft baits. That's my favorite. That's my favorite way. And I think when it really comes down to it, it's a lot of it's really about technique. In the end of the day, there's always going to be fish that's always going to just eat your bait or your lure just because it's hungry. But some fish are very finicky, like I said earlier. Some fish like a slow moving bait. Some fish love a sporadic and fast moving bait. And some fish like a fast, slow. Wait a second. Fast, slow. Wait a second. Oh, damn it, I missed one. And it's really depending on the fish, what you're going after. Like flathead catfish. You mainly want to catch a really big flathead with a live bluegill. But in most states, that's illegal. But the likelihood of you getting caught, it's pretty slim. But that's only if you go to like big lakes or where there's not a big population of people that fish there. Wardens are always going to be where people are at. So you want to be somewhere where it's kind of nice and, where there's not going to be anybody, Because then you can really experiment on, on baits and all this other stuff. Did I get anything good? No, we haven't got anything yet. I think the only good thing was this tarpon. But it really, really depends on what your your fish style is. Some people don't like saltwater fishing. Some people don't like lake fishing. And some people love fly fishing. There's people that can make beautiful flies, amazing flies. Like, I'm gonna catch like 2 more, and then I gotta sell all this. And then there's a lot of people with a lot of good talent, and you could be one of those people if you really put your heart and you get dedicated to it. It's hard. It's hard to mimic an actual fly. It's hard to have that type of imagination and put it on a hook. Basically, it's hard, but nothing can be. How can I say it? Nothing can be impossible if you're really trying to get better at something. Like for example, you want to catch a big bass, right? Like 10 pounders, you have to realize where they're at. You got to do your studying. You got to realize, when's a good time to fish, when's not a good time to fish. It's raining, it's going to rain, after a full moon, after low tide, right before low tide, when tides are coming in, when tides coming out. You have to think about all these things, and you have to really dial in. If you really want to get better, that's the best way. Now big bass love structure. You know, big bass also really like when, for example, if you're fishing in a how can I say it? If you're fishing in a kind of like a river and there's big bass, right? You don't want to throw your bait or your lure right into rushing water. That doesn't make sense, you know, because the bass is bigger. It doesn't want to use that much energy to be moving around or anything like that. So what you want to find is a still pocket of water in the river. And right there, that's where your big fish is going to be at. Because they're hunkered down and they're waiting for any fish that comes by that the tide or the river brings in, you know. So you really just have to do your research. For example, if anybody fishes in anywhere near the beach, right? If you guys fish near the beach, you guys know what mussels are. If you guys know what mussels are, if you grab a good probably like 15 mussels, and if you're gonna go fish the next day and you know exactly where the fish are gonna be, and you already tested the spot's nice, you're always at least gonna catch one or two. Two is it's an okay spot. But if you're always catching like four in that same spot, that's a money spot right there. But you also don't want to overfish that little area, because the fact that fish are gonna realize it, it's not gonna be a safe haven anymore for them. But if you do this like a day or two before, if you grab your mussel, crack them open, put them like in a little jar, not in a jar, but like a little container, put salt on them, like a lot of salt, mix it up, and put it in the refrigerator. The next day, after a good 24 hours, it's not gonna be slimy, and it's not gonna almost disintegrate in the water anymore. It's gonna be gummy, and it's gonna be a solid instead of a very liquidy and very gushy kind of bait, because some people grab them and they crack them open and they use kind of the string, fisherman string on them, so it doesn't come apart when they cast, or they're putting up, or if little fish are trying to nab at it, And all these things, you just slowly, like for me, it took me forever to realize that. Just by experimenting, I figured that out. And then later on, I saw a guy on YouTube that also figured that out. I was like, oh my god, that's actually really cool, right? So all of these things, either people already know, or you just learn yourself, and by coincidence, you find somebody that actually already knows about it. But it's really good knowledge to have these things. For example, if anybody lives anywhere in kind of warm climate, there's always going to be sand crabs, I'm pretty sure. I'm not exactly sure, 100% sure. Maybe for my region there is. Maybe only for my region there is, but I never really searched it up, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. But sand crabs are really good bait too, especially for surf fish, croaker, drum. They crush that type of stuff. Yeah. And if you want to go to a bait shop or anything like that, you can always pick up bloodworms. Bloodworms work pretty good, but they're not the best. You know, a lot of people use shrimp. Shrimp does really good. I have my own recipe for shrimp, and I personally catch a lot with it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. And I think it's very interesting how people you know, they say they don't like fishing. You know, I get that, but people that really want to get into it and really want to, you know, maybe try it out, try it. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, of course, you got to spend money on a rod, line, hooks, weights, all this other stuff. You know, but really, patience is key. You know, um, there's a book that I've been reading. It's actually by Jeremy Wade. Um, it's called Think Like a Fish. If you go to any like Barnes and Nobles near you, pick it up. I really recommend it. I really recommend it because it makes you think a lot more. It makes you think about your strategy when you go fishing, your bait. You usually want to be ready and ready to go the moment you touch on the lake or the beach or the open ocean, you know? You don't want to set all your stuff up while you're there. You know, you don't want to do that. You know? I mean, it's up to you, but me personally, I don't do that. I have everything ready to go. For the moment I touch the beach or touch the lagoon, I'm ready to cast. You know? It's like I'm ready to go. Put on my bait. Done. You know? And I think that people should really think about this. Do I have. Hang on, guys. I'm really hoping you guys can hear the in-game audio. I don't know if you guys can or not, but hopefully. I'm really hoping you guys can. Oh, my cat too. My cat woke up. What's up, cat? My cat's name is Luna. She's really cool. She's fat though. She's really fat. You know. But yeah, I mean, if you guys really want to give it a shot, go for it. I totally recommend it. You know, I wanna also start putting up actual fishing videos. So you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you guys. You know, when the summertime hits, it's very active for at least for my region, for Cali. You know, oh my god, for Cali, um, it's really the summertime and the big fish don't come out till July. You know, the end of basically the summer, because the end of summer here is when it's the hottest and it's when the water's the warmest. You know, that's why at nighttime, if you ever at the beach, the water seems a lot warmer. And that what that does is that it makes all the stingrays come out. And it's super weird. You know, I don't usually catch stingrays in the morning, but the moment it turns nighttime, the water is a lot warmer and they're right there. You know, I had a buddy of mine. Um, I was fishing, and I told him, "Hey, the sun's going down. You know, I wouldn't recommend going in the water because the stingrays are gonna be coming out." I was like, "Oh no, nah. Oh dang, I'll be fine." It's like, all right, whatever, right? That's up to you. He gets stung by a stingray, and I thought it was the fun. I was kind of being smug about it too. I was like, "See, what did I tell you?" Right? But you know, you just have to slowly learn about all this stuff. It's really interesting. I think after this fish, one last cast might get something good. Actually, we'll finish up getting all these guys. Finish up and with all these slots, and then we'll call it a day. Call it a night. I might make another video right now because I think this video is a little bit too long. But what? How did my line break? What? How did my line break? No, I think that's something. But yeah, so it's really about learning. If you want to learn, you'd be for the best. What else? Oh, one more thing. If anybody of you guys are in the Cali region and are trying to catch leopard sharks, don't keep them in your cooler, man. That's exactly why they taste like absolute shit. They don't taste good. They taste horrible. They don't taste that good when you just leave them to die in a cooler. The best way to do it is right when you catch a good decent leopard shark, you get your knife, stick it right through their head. Okay, right through their brain. Mainly where their brain's at. And that might sound horrible, but you would rather have that thing die instantly than it suffering even more, right? So, if you don't do that, these sharks create pneumonia in their skin as they slowly die. Okay? That's why people get sick after eating them sometimes. Okay? So, what I do is what I do is that I put my knife through their head. After I do that, and I know they're dead, I then cut open their gills. Okay, I slice open their gills and I let them bleed out. And I let them bleed out right at the water because all that salt's making them bleed out more. So after you bleed them out, you cut them into chunks. Nice, decent, not like super tiny chunks, but big, nice chunks. And then you put them in your cooler with some ice, and you're ready to go. You can fish for the rest of the day. But you have to make sure. Oh man, you have to make sure that they don't leave them to die in the cooler. Okay, you can't. And there's also one more thing. We have there's like this orange, almost like it basically looks like a huge bluegill, but it's orange. Look, let me show you. This is our state fish. Okay. Let me put this over here real quick. Oh man. Hang on. I'm trying to be cool with this. Oh man, this is just bad. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna try to. There you go. It's these guys. These little turds. Hang on. I'm gonna try to full screen this. These guys. This is our state fish. If you are caught catching one of these and putting them into your bucket, you'll be fine. Really, really bad. I haven't personally. Let me see if what is this called? I always forget what they're called. What the hell are they called? Let me see if I can do this. Garibaldi. That's what it's called. Garibaldi. Oh my god, Garibaldi. Fish. Fine. So it's state fish. It's illegal to keep and collect one of these with. Oh, what? Hang on. This is actually huge. Hang on. Without a permit. So is there? Because I was always told that I just can't catch them. I think you can't. Hang on. This is news to me. Because I know you can't get. I think you need an actual license to even catch one of these. They say something 15 inches. I think you need a certain permit to catch. Actually, want to catch one of these. You can keep these reefing tanks only set up. However, juveniles are easy to take care of. Territorial. Okay, yeah. I think there's a special permit for you to actually use to actually have one at home. But this video is really long. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna let you guys go now. Let me cast this one last. Let me cast this one last time. Last cast. And but comment. I hope you guys comment down. Tell me if this is any useful or you learn something new. Or maybe you disagree with my opinions, or you guys have questions. I'll totally be down to answer you guys' questions. Tell me about it, and maybe there's a question I can't answer, But this is it, guys. Well, I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope I can do more of this. This is kind of entertaining for me. So, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.